Hello and welcome. This is Haske News and I am Christiana Babayo. Today we will begin with Taraba State where the governor, Dr. Abu Kefas, has been installed as the grand patron of the Boys Brigade Nigeria Taraba State Council. The investiture ceremony took place on Sunday at the Great Gospel House in Jalingo, Taraba State. Our correspondent Sani Zakarilo was there.
The investiture ceremony of the governor of Taraba State, Dr. Abu Kefas, as a grand patron of the Taraba State Council of the Boys Brigade Nigeria, which took place at the Great Gospel House, Jalingo, was performed by the national president of the Boys Brigade, Professor Samson Duna, supported by his wife of the governor, Agin Abu Kefas. The governor was decorated with the new title presented with the color of the Boys Brigade as a symbol of honor in recognition of his selfless service to the common man.
By the power conferred on me as the National President of Boys Brigade Nigeria, I, Engineer Professor Samson Duna, I hereby declare you as the Grand Patron, Taraba State Council. In the name of God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit.
Speaking on the occasion, the governor expressed gratitude to the Boys Brigade over his investitures, describing it as a call to duty and a reminder of the importance of mentorship, discipline, and faith. Dr. Kefas went down memory lane to his days in the Boys Brigade under the leadership of his late father. He pledged to prioritize the organization and ensure that its vision is sustained, adding that its role in building confidence and raising the youth with integrity cannot be overemphasized.
I passed through the Boys Brigade, and at least I can remember those suffering moments, the training, the drill, and it helped me. Even when I joined the military in NDA, it makes it easier for me. And then when I find myself in public office, it makes it easier too because the discipline is there and service. That is the most important, the discipline, service. So we'll do it together to promote Boys Brigade. That will give us better results to train our young people in position of leadership. It builds confidence. It makes you strong. Some of them that join Boys Brigade, they find themselves in the military, police, and all this. You see them doing very, very well. It starts from there.
The national president of the Boys Brigade, Professor Samson Duna, described the organization as that of peace and discipline.
You have been confirmed as the Grand Patron of the Boys Brigade Nigeria. And among part of your role is to support the Boys Brigade because as a patron, the primary responsibility of a patron is to support the work of the Boys Brigade. The support can come spiritually, morally, physically, and financially within your reach for the growth and development of Boys Brigade in Taraba State.
He used the opportunity to admonish those in leadership positions in neither government, church, or business environment to focus on the assignment and the mandate before them and shun distraction in whatever forms to be able to fulfill their purposes. Zachary Sanilo, Haske TV News.
The Agricultural Extension Society of Nigeria has kicked off its 30th annual conference at Taraba State University in Jalingo, focusing on agricultural extension policy, practices, and national food security. The conference brought together experts and stakeholders to discuss and share insights on agricultural extension practices, policies, and their impacts on national food security. Our correspondent from the university filed in this report. The Deputy Governor of Adamawa State, Professor Kalita Farauta, who gave the keynote address, spoke about the ripple effects of fuel subsidy removal and recommended ways in which Nigerians can navigate the current economic hardships. She also advocated for a shift in agricultural practices to mitigate the effects of climate change and other environmental issues.
Extension officers. We must empower our extension officers. I agree, I'm part of the policy makers. My brother, the commissioner, is here. As policy makers, we must empower the extension workers so that they will go out and talk to the farmers and ensure that the farmers understand what it means to remove, and for them to also know that removal of subsidy is not the end of the world, but that you can live well and even do better and breathe fresher air because of the removal of subsidy.
Farauta encouraged students to carry out their academic task with all diligence as hard work would place them on greater heights. She also stressed the importance of extension workers in the agricultural sector.
Removal of subsidy. Food security is something that every nation, every state must be talking about. When food is available, is accessible, then you are producing healthy generations that will take over whatever jobs as elders we are doing today. If a young man has not eaten, if you take him to the classroom, whatever type of lecture you're giving him, I'm sure for all of us that are lecturers, we know that you're just wasting your time.
In his remarks, the State Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Security, Professor Nicholas Nameson, regretted the hardships experienced all over the country, commending Governor Abu Kefas for the succor granted to students through the 50% slash in tuition fees.
And that was what informed the strategy that His Excellency took to address the issues of education in Taraba State. One of it is to slash your school fees. For those of you that are students here, you recall that you are no longer paying 100%. Is that? Kudos, His Excellency. And we have also monitored closely that no student should pay any extra charge, either in the department, faculty, or school. Is that what is happening, students? Okay. So be assured that we are watching. If we catch any lecturer doing that, or we catch any head of department doing that, he will face the music.
He noted that the government has procured 750 units of tractors to boost agricultural practices in the state, encouraging students to form cooperative groups and benefit from the development.
This government has procured 750 global mini tractors for Tarabas, 750 units, and we are still disbursing them. When you come together as cooperative societies, just 10 people, students, am I talking to you? Yes. You could access this. You could access this and then get yourself something, get busy. When you put this on file, you'll be getting small revenue for your school fees, pay a little amount to government, and then keep surviving. That way, it will help you and help the general society.
Goodwill messages were received from various organizations and individuals at the end of the session. Christiana Babayo, Haske News. Still in Taraba State, the State Commissioner of Social Justice and Reintegration, Dr. Felista Irarima Musa, has been turbaned as the Air Amanan Zing by the Pantizing Alhaji Suleiman Ibrahim Sambo. The occasion was held on Thursday in Zing local government area of Taraba State. Haske TV correspondent Sani Zakari Law was there and now reports.
It was a moment of jubilation as people of Usa local government turned out in mass to felicitate with the Taraba State Commissioner for Social Justice and Reintegration, Dr. Felista Irarima Musa, as she bagged the chieftaincy title of Er Amanan Zin from the Zin Traditional Council. Turbaning the commissioner, the paramount ruler of Zin, His Royal Highness Alhaji Suleiman Ibrahim Sambo said the honor was due to her track record of excellence in public service. He urged the Er Amanan Zin to foster a progress of the Zin chiefdom. On her part, the Amananzin, the Commissioner for Social Justice and Reintegration, Dr. Felista Irariman Musa, who captioned her speech, "A Legacy of Unity and Honor," said to be recognized by the Mumuye chiefdom as a Kuteb woman is an extraordinary honor that speaks volumes of brotherhood and mutual respect that exists among the diverse ethnic groups in the state. She pledged to uphold the dignity and values associated with the title. Dr. Felista Irariman Musa further gave assurance that she will use the title to foster greater unity, support community development, and advance the cause of peace across the state.
I will perform more. I will work harder to maintain the amanazing that had been given to me today. And I'm also happy because it's a relationship that had been created. Although I have lived in Zing for a very long time, but this amana that had been given to me today is like more responsibility, and I need more commitment to perform. So I'm really happy to the Pantizing and the Zing Traditional Council and the whole Zing community for accepting me today in their community as their Amananzing. The Yuron Komumuye has been a father and will continue to be a father. He will guide us and he will show us the right path to follow. And with God protecting us all, we shall succeed.
She used the opportunity to commend the governor of Taraba State, Dr. Abuke Pass, for giving priority to the traditional institution and bringing about democratic dividends across the state.
And I also want to thank His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Taraba State, because he is the one that showcased me to the world. And though I have lived in Zing before, but the commissioner that I came to serve under him has also showcased me in other aspects that people now begin to see that, okay, I can actually do this. So I will not fail in my responsibility by the grace of God. Thank you.
The occasion features various cultural displays, among others. Zakari Sanilo, Haske TV News.
The federal government has commenced screening process for candidates nominated for diplomatic appointments in a bid to fill vacant roles for 76 embassies and 22 high commissions. Nominees have been told to report to the DSS offices nearest to them for security scrutiny. Our correspondent Ahmed Abubakar completes this report.
Some of the nominees for the diplomatic positions have already been contacted to provide personal, educational and work history. 2 former southeastern governors are in the list and have been screened for the national assignment. Former Senator Wasanni from Kaduna State, who recently joined the ruling All Progressives Congress APC, and former presidential aide Reno Omokri are among the nominees who have been screened. Former Lagos Deputy Governor Femi Pedro and ex-Minister of Aviation Fani Kayode have also been screened for the national work. Lack of funds is responsible for the delay in diplomatic assignments, as stated by the Minister of Foreign Affairs Yusuf Tuga. With the ongoing screening exercise, the federal government may soon announce the names of new diplomats and their portfolios. President Tinubu recalled all Nigerian career and non-career ambassadors in September 2023. Ahmed Abubakar,
We
Haske
will now
TV
go on a
News.
short break. We will bring you more updates when we return. Stay with us. Welcome back. You're still watching Haske News. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control has appointed Cotecna Inspection Services as part of its strategy to curb the importation of substandard and falsified medicines from China and India into the country. This move, according to the agency's resident media consultant Shayo Akintola, is to further strengthen the fight against imported substandard and unregulated products. The report. This follows the recent seizure, evacuation and destruction of over 1 trillion naira worth of substandard, banned and expired medicines in Idumota, Onitsha and Aba open drugs market. In a technical meeting held in Lagos, NAFDAC's Director General, Professor Mojisola Adeyeye, noted that the manufacture and trade of substandard and falsified medicines is a lucrative crime, particularly in low and middle-income countries. She emphasized that these products posed serious health risks, contributing to treatment failures, drug resistance, and ultimately loss of lives. She further stated that the surge in SFs was driven by factors such as corruption, weak regulatory systems, and insufficient vigilance in manufacturing and exporting countries. However, Adeyeye asserted that the agency had made significant strides in tackling these challenges, citing the success of its various regulatory measures, including the CRIA scheme. Christiana Babayo, Haske News. The National Health Insurance Authority has implemented a new directive aimed at reducing delays in accessing healthcare services and enhancing patient care. NHIA made this known in a press statement on Sunday signed by its acting director on media and public relations, Emmanuel Ononopono, added that the directive came into operation on April 1st, 2025. Our correspondent has the rest of the report.
The NHIA said the authorization of care and issuance of authorization codes by health management organizations shall no longer exceed 1 hour from the time of request by providers, and healthcare facilities are to promptly submit requests for authorization codes to HMOs to migrate service access delays to enrollees. The National Health Insurance Act of 2022, signed into law on May 19, 2021, replaced the 1999 National Health Insurance Scheme Act. Its primary aim is to regulate and integrate health insurance scheme, ensuring that every Nigerian has mandatory health coverage while catering to vulnerable groups. In addition to the 1 hour limit, the NHIA outlined several steps to ensure better service delivery, including improved communication from HMOs when authorization is not within the stipulated time frame, and provisions for emergencies where authorization codes are not required before treatments. Farida Sanusi Abubakar,
And
Haskins.
that's all we have on Haske News tonight. Stay tuned to our other programs. I am Christiana Babayo. Thanks for joining us.
This